Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a new recording of Mahler's Ninth Symphony from a very interesting source, from Concerto Budapest under András Keller on the Tacet label. Now, Tacet is a small German audiophile label, and I love them. They've done so much fabulous work, mostly piano music and chamber music and that kind of stuff, because they don't have access to the glamour orchestras. They really don't. And you understand that that's always an issue with small labels, but they have the Auren Quartet doing the best Haydn quartet cycle and a lot of other chamber music besides. They've got the Russian pianist Korolev doing Bach. They've got all kinds of really great stuff. But I get it, because this is an audiophile label. They do tubes. They do like tubey things. They have SACDs. They have surround sound that really surrounds you. They put all the instruments all around, all over the place. In fact, this thing comes with an SACD seating map. Wait a minute, let me show you the seating map. If I can find the seating map. I know it has one in here. There's the seating map. See? The surround sound is really surround-like. I mean, the tuba is behind you. I don't know if you'd ever want to hear Mahler Ninth with the tuba that way, but there it is. It's a real immersive thing. I tend not to be an audiophile type person, so that's not my gig. But I do know that this is one of those labels that has been very, very serious about these things, and they have their following. So I wish them well. All the more sad, then, that I have to report that this Mahler 9 really kind of sucks. It's just not good. I mean, there's so many wonderful performances of this symphony, and even if the audiophile bona fides are all in place, and I don't even like the sound of this, frankly, no. It's a one-disc Mahler 9th, and one-disc Mahler 9s tend to be of a piece. It's interesting, actually. They tend to have a certain shape to fit onto one disc. You have a slightly swift first movement, usually under like 27 minutes. This one's 26 or so. And a finale of about the same length, and two rather brisk inner movements. And yes, that is what we have. But what is the problem with this? The problem is that Concerto Budapest is just a second-rate ensemble. I don't care what anybody says about them. They don't sound really, really good. They have decent strings, because all Hungarian ensembles have decent strings, really good strings. And Keller spends all of his time, milking the strings. Like at the beginning of the second movement, the woodwinds have no character at all, and their playing is completely flat. It's yum ya dum bum ya dum boom yum ba dum bum bum. And then the strings come in, womp, 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 bum, 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 bum. Well, it's wonderful, except that it's not balanced by the character of the rest of the orchestra. Mahler demands absolute equality between orchestral sections. I mean, that's a given. Whatever the strings do, the winds have to do. Whatever the winds do, the brass has to do. Even the percussion. I mean, even the timpani here sound wrong. I don't understand. They have this strange, very hollow and kind of wooden sound in the first movement when they have the bum 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 bum. It's virtually inaudible. First of all, the first time you hear it, and there's no body to the tone. In the rondo burlesca, da 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 bum boom boom. Like that. Yeah, terrible. The best movement is the finale, the adagio, because it's mostly strings. I mean, that's what you get. But I mean, just to take it from the top here. I mean, the first movement goes quickly, and it's okay. But the climax is, they fizzle. And the big one, the one with my friend here, it goes off the cliff, right? Da 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 ba dum ba ba da 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 da. Crash! Oh, it's such a mess. First of all, there's no tam-tam. Fortissimo tam-tam. Can't hear it. Can't hear the quiet tam-tam. Can't hear the tam-tam. I mean, second of all, it splats. It doesn't crash. It misses. They miss the target. It's dun 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 dun. I mean, it misses. It's not together. There are many sections here that actually aren't quite together the way they need to be, and it's just it's awful. The rondo burlesque, pardon me, it's German. The rondo burlesque, the brass are just not there. In the recap, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-ba. You don't want the glockenspiel to be the loudest thing in the orchestra. What about the trombones, friends? They just don't have the weight. The trumpets, the trombones, it's all sort of blended and mushed together, and it has no ferocity whatsoever. And it's just a big disappointment in a work that, has outstanding versions by the greatest orchestras in the world. And whether or not you like Tacet's particular sonic predilections, which is up to you, is a different thing. If you're buying these things for the sound and following the label, that's okay. And I don't discourage that, because they deserve to survive. They should be patronized. You should all have the Hour and Quartet series and everything else that they did. That's the chamber and solo categories. That's just marvelous. But this is just totally second rate, and you have to call it for what it is. So I'm sorry to say it, but that's the truth. Keep on listening, friends. Take care.